All right, we are so excited to kick off the week for the Jack and Nancy Daniels virtual 5K. We are here with the race committee, and we just wanted to kind of start by introducing ourselves. I'm Katie West. I was the class of 2015. I currently do public relations for a public school in Vermont. And I've made it a point to give to Wells a little bit ever since I graduated. I've never been able to give a ton, but even if it's just $10, I feel like it's really important to get in the habit of giving. I want to make sure that I can go to my 50th Wells reunion, but I also want to make sure in 50 years there's someone who can enter Wells as a freshman.
I'm Paige Stone. I'm the class of 2013. I am currently the Director of Academic Support at Hartwick College, and I just have always had a really deep love for Wells. I met some of my very best friends there. The memories that I made there and the traditions, they just hold a really special place in my heart. And being on this race committee and helping give back to Wells after all that she's given me has meant a lot.
I'm Julie Glassman. I'm class of 2012. I currently am the athletic director at a public school in New York State. Part of the reason why I decided to join this committee and give back to Wells is because Wells is where I met my people. It's where I met my husband, my best friends. And now I'm in a place in my life where I am fortunate enough where I am able to give back. So that is the main reason why I decided.
Good job, Julie. I'm Chelsea. I'm class of 2011. I'm currently mostly a stay-at-home mom, but I do own my own wedding and event planning business. I was honored to be a part of this 5K to support Wells. Wells is so important to me because it definitely made me the person that I am today. Like, I definitely would not be the same without the tight-knit community and the friends that I made and what everybody else said already, but it's just such an important school, and a lot of people don't know why it's so important. So it's good to be able to be here today to represent that.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spezzano. I'm the class of 2012. I am the communications director for a nonprofit in New York, and I decided to join this race committee because Wells is incredibly important, as we've already heard, and for me, it was a second home for 4 years. When I got dropped off at college, I didn't want to stay, and then during the first break, I didn't want to go home. As everyone said, I've met my best friends there. I met my husband there. We have a daughter, and I'd love for her to go to Wells one day. So it's an incredibly important place to me and to all of the women that are sitting in on this committee, and we want to make sure that her future is secure.
Awesome. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how the idea for this race came about. When it was announced that Wells was in financial trouble, I know that I really wanted to help out, but like I said, I'm a young alum and I don't have, a ton of money to give. So I thought it would be a great idea to honor a couple of really legendary coaches who ended their career at Wells, and also use that as an opportunity to give back. So in case people don't know a ton about Jack and Nancy Daniels, Jack had a really long career coaching at SUNY Cortland. I would say that's what he's most known for, that and his book, The Daniels Running Formula. He is an Olympian himself, medaling twice in the modern pentathlon, but he's also coached Olympians like Ryan Hall. Runner's World called him the world's best coach, and he coached at Wells for a number of years. He came in during my second year and was really, really influential. Nancy, his wife, was a great runner in her prime. She is currently a nurse working through the pandemic, and she's just a really fantastic human being, and she was his assistant coach for many years. When I talk about Jack and Nancy, I always like to tell the story about when Jack first walked into the team room in shorts, and he looked at the team and he said, "You're a person first, a student second, and a runner third, and never mess up the order." He really always made sure that we were taking care of ourselves, but then also he really understood the importance of being a student athlete, not just an athlete. And I thought that was a great lesson to learn at such an influential time in our lives. So Paige, do you want to talk a little bit about the prizes for the race?
Of course. So we have a ton of prizes, and the way that the prizes work are once you submit your time, once you register and submit your time for the 5K, there's going to be a raffle. So everybody has an equal opportunity to win these prizes, and they're awesome. So I'm going to go through the list of all of the prizes that you could win. You could win the Daniels Running Formula by Jack Daniels, signed by him. The Luck of the Draw by Jack Daniels, also signed by him. Wells College of History, signed by the author. A Wells College sweatshirt. A Wells College hat and t-shirt. A Wells Waddle. A Go Cup. A $25 Amazon gift card. A $50 Wells College Bookstore gift card. A $100 Wells College Bookstore gift card. And a meet and greet with Dr. Jack Daniels at the Blue Water Grill in Skaneateles, New York, to be scheduled at a later date. So you could win one of those awesome prizes. And just so you guys all know, registration is still open. So you're able to register and submit your 5K times between June 15th and June 20th at midnight. And after that, all of the times all of the times will be put together and we'll raffle off the prizes. So Julie, your turn.
Okay, I just want to give everybody a couple tips on how to run a successful virtual race, which is probably new for a lot of people. But the first thing that I would do as a runner is set a goal for yourself. Is your goal whether you want to make a certain time? Do you just want to make sure you complete the miles, whether you're running or walking, whatever you want to do, hiking? Just set a goal that it's going to be challenging enough for yourself, but you can still be successful, just to make it more fun. Number two, I would definitely find a place that you enjoy running. I personally don't enjoy running on a treadmill, so I am going to run my race outside on a beautiful day. So yeah, just pick a spot where you can relax and run. Number three, I would make sure you're doing it in a safe place for yourself and everyone that might be around you, especially during these times. Number four, see if you can have a virtual running buddy. I'm lucky enough, my husband went to Wells and he is a huge runner, so we will most likely be running together with my son, so that's going to be really fun. But if you don't have somebody that you were living with that you can run with, call up a friend, or maybe they can also sign up for the race and you can run together. And lastly, just enjoy it and remember why you're running, and enjoy what you're doing and just live in the moment. And don't forget to share pictures and hashtag it, hashtag I run for Wells and hashtag I run on Jack Daniels. And now I'm going to throw it to Chelsea.
Got it. And I just wanted to add on to Julie's too. If you can't run, that's okay too. You can walk. I know a bunch of people were asking if they could bike as well. So I think that that's a thing that people might do as well, as long as you can track the time. I also want to talk a little bit more about Wells. Like I said, it made me the person that I am today. So it's an important part of my own history, as well as the history of the area that it's in, and just everybody that's passed through its doors has some sort of amazing story to tell. As you know, as you know, the colleges in upstate New York are struggling, and we're just in a scary time financially. So we wanted to do what we could to help, and every little bit helps. So whether we were able to raise $5 or $1,000, we just wanted to get out there and show our support for the college that we all love. And fingers crossed it is able to go forward for 50 years, like Katie said, or however many years until Sarah's daughter is in college. I can't do math that quickly in my head. But yeah, so we just wanted to still be around. So we wanted to help in any way that we could. And we are honored to represent what we all love about Wells. Why I chose to donate now. So as Katie said, like, we're all young alums. I don't have millions in the bank. I wish I did, so that I could give money to the people and the places that I love, that are dear to my heart whenever a time like this occurs. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. But in this time, I was like, okay, I need to step up and I need to give whatever I can. And I did $30, and maybe $30, it's not that much, but in the end, it adds up to a lot more than what I had been doing. And so going forward, like Katie said, I will give at least a little bit every year to just help make the future of Wells possible. It's just such an amazing place to me and to everyone that I know. And I would hate for it to no longer be an option for people. I can't even imagine. It hurts my heart to even think about. So yeah, that's just why I chose to do it now, and why I will choose to do it going forward. And I think that Sarah is going to talk a little bit more about how we are feeling in making this 5K and all of that.
Thank you, Chelsea. So we've talked a lot about this race and Wells in general, and we would be remiss if we didn't mention the current issues that are happening across the country right now. It's been a topic of conversation for our committee, especially because one of the things that we were reminded of while preparing for this race is the privilege that we have to be able to run this 5K. A Black man, Ahmaud Arbery, was recently lynched while trying to go for a jog. And so one of the things that we want to ask our participants to think about as they're running is their privilege, and to think about Ahmaud as they complete their 5Ks, because that is incredibly important. And this kind of civic mindedness is something that I think we've all learned from Wells and from our friends and community at Wells. And I'm going to go over and hand it back to Katie to close this out here.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, I am excited for this week. It's definitely been, this came together a lot quicker than I think we had intended, but we're glad that this is here. We are excited to see everybody's pictures. So make sure while you're running the race, take pictures, tag Wells College, use the hashtags #IRunOnJackDaniels and Run for Wells, and just share your photos. Definitely make sure you submit your time, because that's how you get submitted into the raffle for all those cool prizes, like Paige said. And other than that, have a great run. Thank you.